Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Frontliner YouTube channel. And as usual, I'm going to be your host, and thank you so much for your great support that you are granting me on this platform, because your time is not taken here for granted. Now, my fellow Kenyans, 2 months ago, during the burial of the late Sir Charles Omondo Were in Homa Bay County, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, who is the party leader of ODM, declared Edwin Sifuna, who is the senator of Nairobi County, as the spokesperson of ODM. And we all understand that Edwin Sifuna is also the Secretary General of ODM party.
We, as members of ODM, must remain steadfast, and we must work to unify ODM as a strong political party. Yes, in a political party, there's always differences of opinion on some issues, but the political party itself must have a firm stand on a particular issue. And that's why people can talk this way and this way. Ultimately, there's an official position that will be articulated by the party. And the spokesman of the party is usually the Secretary General. So Sifuna, when Mr. Sifuna speaks, he's speaking on behalf of the party. But then, Mr. Sifuna, saa ingine hapana kuwa chungu sana.
Then yesterday on Tuesday, Edwin Sifuna attended an interview with Citizen TV journalists, and he totally destroyed the government of President William Samoei Ruto. And my question is that, was Edwin Sifuna speaking on behalf of ODM? Or was Edwin Sifuna speaking on behalf of the people of Kenyans, or he was just speaking on behalf of himself? Because I don't understand what Sifuna was trying to analyze yesterday during the interview. So before we proceed with this analysis, I want you to watch this video, because this video is going to make the basis of our analysis, and I'm going to demonstrate to you the reason why Edwin Sifuna attended that interview yesterday on Tuesday. Watch this video.
He gets upset when I remind him what the MOU said. They wanted a document that they could then go and run a PR campaign around and say, oh, tumeungana, we are together. That is not what this document says. This document does not establish a coalition agreement between ODM and UDA. But that's the impression they've been creating. They go out there and say, and I had warned that the PR disaster that was going to come from this was going to be something that was going to be very difficult to manage. Unfortunately, the foremost PR officer for the party is the SG. And that is where I'm saying there's difficulty that has come from this. Recently, we had another meeting, and there was a proposal to have a team to review the implementation of this MOU. I have asked respectfully that I be left out of that team, because I have already declared this MOU dead. I have already done so publicly. So there is no point. I'm not a mortician. There's no point of me going to go through a document that I've already declared dead. And the reason I declared this MOU dead is because the initial argument for entering into this MOU was twofold. First of all, it was for the sustenance of life. For the sustenance of life, that we were losing people unnecessarily. That can we all agree that this is not something we need to continue doing? We need to stop killing our people. That was the first argument. The second argument was the sustenance of the democratic state. So Ruto is getting his end of the bargain, because the democratic state is being sustained at least until 2027. But our people are not getting there. They're still being killed. So on the day that Albert Ojwang dies in a police cell, to me, this agreement is dead, because it doesn't matter what else you do, Albert will not be able to enjoy that.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you told this to your party leader?
I have. I have spoken with Baba. I have explained to him my frustrations, the difficulties of having to explain what we are doing with this rogue regime, the confusion that has come upon my mind, because this is not what I was taught. Me, I don't know how I can explain. Because I've told you I've only known one leader. I've only known one political party. I know what this party stands for. So every time there is things that are at odds with what I have been taught, have been conditioned to believe, then the confusion becomes too much for me. So I have expressed that.
And what does he
frustration.
say in response?
So there is many private conversations, the details of which that I cannot share. But for you and your viewers, just know that there is nothing that I can say publicly that I have not said privately to my party leader.
Have you ever been contacted by President William Ruto on any issue relating to this broad-based working arrangement?
No. I don't even have William Ruto's number, and he can't call me. Because if I don't have your number, you can't call me.
So that is the statement that Edwin Sifuna exposed yesterday during the interview. So this is how I faced that interview, because I took my time yesterday and I go through that interview from the start until the end. So my point of view is that Edwin Sifuna attended that interview, number one, to set the agenda of their party. Number two, you need to understand that Edwin Sifuna cannot be the senator of Nairobi County without selling ODM party. He must sell ODM party. Lazima kae na Raila Amolo Odinga karibu. La sivyo hakuna. Number three, ODM are now planning or looking for a wonderful strategy to work out on broad-based government. So Raila Amolo Odinga is now using Edwin Sifuna to go and expose the government of William Samoei Ruto and a broad-based government between some of the experts from ODM and the government of President William Samoei Ruto, so that they can find a wonderful solution to work out on William Samoei Ruto's government. It is true. And it is possible. I keep on reminding you on this platform that nothing is impossible into politics. So whenever you see any politician going for an interview on this national television, Citizen, NTV, KTN, KBC, just understand that those interviews have been analyzed, have been scripted, have been formed to achieve a certain something into politics. That interview was well planned by ODM party. It is Raila Amolo Odinga who sent Edwin Sifuna to go for that interview. ODM have sensed a serious defeat under the broad-based government ahead of 2027 election. So right now, they are trying to look for a way on how they can done away with this government of William Samoei Ruto because of this issue because of this pressure of echoes of one-term narrative that opposition leaders are now trying to pile through this government of President William Samoei Ruto ahead of 2027 elections. So nobody should lie to you that Raila Amolo Odinga will work with William Samoei Ruto in the next general election, unless otherwise. Unless if Ruto will agree to give Raila Amolo Odinga running mate, if William Samoei Ruto will agree to give Raila Amolo Odinga the speaker. Lazima chukue speaker, lazima chukue prime minister, lazima chukue running mate. Lazima itoke Nyanza for them to work. Without those people will not work, I'm telling you. If you watch that interview that happened a few days ago, Raila Amolo Odinga with NTV journalist, you need to understand that Raila is still aiming to vie. Bado anataka kuvai because he's still preparing himself. Bado anataka because there is something that Raila Amolo Odinga always enjoy after retaining his usual position, because Raila Amolo Odinga does not want this issue of being the president of the Republic of Kenya. Hataki mambo ya kusumbuliwa mara nini, anataka tu akae hapo kwa opposition. Akishashindwa anaita maandamano, anaita watu wanaenda kwa maandamano, watu wanauliwa, then within 2 weeks, 1 month time unasikia ameenda kwa handshake ati we need dialogue, we need blah blah blah. Na hivyo ndio maisha inaenda, because there is no single government in the Republic of Kenya that Raila Amolo Odinga have never worked with. There is none of them. You have been in all the government. And I keep on reminding you that the interest of Raila Amolo Odinga is not to be the president of the Republic of Kenya, but to be the kingship in opposition side. That is what you need to understand by Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, who was the former Prime Minister in the Republic of Kenya. and is now serving under the government of President William Samoei Ruto. Raila Odinga have been given a very, very big opposition, a very, very big position under the government of William Samoei Ruto in this issue that is so-called broad-based government. That is why nowadays you are not seeing Raila Odinga criticizing or consulting or destroying the government of William Samoei Ruto too much the way he used to do whenever he was outside the government. So we need to be more keen with Edwin Sifuna. Edwin Sifuna have gained popularity, have gained political popularity in the Republic of Kenya because he is against the government of President William Samoei Ruto. That is something that you need to understand. So we need to be more keen with Raila Amolo Odinga, President William Samoei Ruto ahead of 2027 election. These people might be joking with us. There is a secret that Raila Amolo Odinga is hiding for William Samoei Ruto ahead of 2027 election, and that is the reason why Raila Amolo Odinga is now using some of his experts that did not support the broad-based government, that did not support the handshake, to criticize the government of William Samoei Ruto or to try to find a solution on how they can exit this broad-based government, because I think they have witnessed that nothing is working. It is only the experts and that are enjoying the public funds on the broad-based government, but Kenyans are still suffering. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for that great support. And let us meet in the next video that is going to be uploaded shortly within no time. And please remember to subscribe, comment, and like for more updates daily. May God bless you. May God bless you, Kenyans, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.